Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the THC Samuel Show. Thank you so much for checking it out and tuning in. And if it's your first time checking out the channel, checking out the show, thank you. If you wouldn't mind smashing that like button, hit that like button for me. Helps grow the channel, helps show more people the content, and also smash that subscribe button. I'm tossing that bar in every video. Definitely helps a lot, means a lot, helps me grow the channel, and helps grow the community just talking about art and just talking about dope things. So today we're going to talk about Etai Jewelry. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. Hopefully you guys have. He's an awesome LA designer. I happen to have 3 of his lighter cases that have become really, really popular. And we're basically just going to break them down lighter by lighter. They're just super unique. I think they're probably the highest quality lighter cases in the game. A lot of people have tried to copy Itai. A lot of people have tried to replicate this, I guess, new style of work, and it's just not the same. So let's get into it. This first one, I've got 3. So this first one was a gift actually from the big homie Nathan Myers. And this one is the old school one before he started putting his name on the bottom. These other 2 have his name on the bottom. And we'll do macros and we'll do close-ups of everything so you guys get a really good look of each lighter. So a little bit more, this one fell. A little bit more about Etai. I don't really, I guess, know too much about him, but just from following him on Instagram for a few years and also having a couple, I guess, mutual friends that know him. He really just does some epic work, and he'll take designer items like handbags or t-shirts or kind of really anything that a common high-end designer or company would make, and breaks it down into totally new, unique items, which I think is just so sick. So he makes wallets, he'll turn like Louis Vuitton towels into pants and jackets, and just really badass stuff. So I've been lucky enough to have to acquire 3 of his lighters. This first one was a gift, like I said, from the big homie. The second one was actually also a gift from another big homie, Elbow. Another story about that in a little bit. And then this third one was the first one that I was able to grab on my own, the new Gucci Disney collab. So super stoked. Let's get into some close-ups and a little bit more about Etai. So before I get into the macros of everyone, again, I'm just going to kind of go through them one by one real quick. So this first one, again, is with the company Goyard, or not with the company, made from the company bag or material Goyard. He doesn't work with Goyard material anymore. I don't know exactly what happened, but something happened. I know he's had some issues with designers either really liking the stuff that he does or maybe not liking the stuff that he does. So he doesn't really do work with Goyard anymore. So really excited to have this one. And also just like a little side note, I guess, with the lighter cases in general, it might seem ridiculous to pay $200, $300, $400 or whatever it is for a lighter case. Totally get that. But once you buy one, once you have one, and once you get used to the weight, once you get used to the quality, once you get used to the difference between the lighter case and just your regular old, classic plastic Zippo or whatever, not Zippo, but whatever, Bic, the difference is really crazy, and you really get used to the quality, you get used to the weight, and I think it's just a really fun accessory. It's something that I really enjoy having. I don't spend money on a lot of designer items at all, but the lighters are something that I think are super unique and super fun. So back in the day, he didn't put his name on the bottom, but like I said, a lot of people copy Etai. So he was the first to do it, and then he had to start putting his name at the bottom. So you see that little engrave at the bottom that says Etai Jewelry. So this first one, again, going back to this Goyard one, this used to be, from my understanding, also, if you know any more information about these lighters or what I'm talking about in this video, please hit the comments. Trying to develop a community, talk about art, talk about different pieces. I find these to be a piece of art. They're designer items, but they're created, they were handcrafted by someone with a totally new attitude and new method for design, and I think that makes them kind of pieces in their own. But this Goyard piece used to be a handbag. So when you take that, and he takes like razor blades, if you follow him on Instagram, you'll see kind of like some of the behind the scenes of what he does, but he'll take razors and just like completely slash up like a $10,000 bag and then turn it into some amazing dope stuff. So next, I'm going to show you the other 2 lighters. Let's go. So next, I have this Louis Vuitton lighter from Itai, this lighter case, and this is from like Louis Vuitton's like space galaxy kind of theme. Something that I super just thought was badass and epic. Again, don't really have any like designer items except like my wallet and my keys and stuff, like my keychain. But I just thought the pattern was so sick, so badass. It's like black and silver, and it's kind of got this like kind of galaxy style to it. So I don't know when Louis Vuitton came out with that pattern, but Etai grabbed a whole bunch of the bags or whatever the material was, and turned them into these badass lighter cases. And I got this in 2019 after the Heater's Glass show. I did some work with the big homie Elbow, and Elbow's friends with Etai, and was able to lock down this sick lighter for me. So it's been in my collection ever since. Absolutely love it. Got one more to talk about right now real quick, and then we'll get into some macros. So this third lighter, I think it was this past year, this past summer. I should actually look it up. I'll put it in the side of the video. But Gucci did a collaboration with Disney. Obviously, you guys know Disney, and you guys probably have heard of Gucci, two of the world's biggest brands, one of the biggest, I guess, media conglomerates and movie companies and cartoon companies in the world, mixing with one of the biggest designer, high-end designer brands in the world. So they came out with a bunch of cool patterns with the Gucci G's in the background with the classic characters, Mickey, Minnie, Daffy Duck. So some of the fun classic characters are on the pattern, and I think they came out with Gucci dropped like bags or some other just high-end accessories, and Itai turned them into these badass lighters. You can actually see where mine's a little like not melted I guess, but like worn, because I use the lighters every day. Once you get used to using them, you really can't get used to using a normal lighter. It's really kind of crazy. Once I got used to using them, and then you feel a normal lighter, like I said in that other clip, you just really can't go back. So these are the sickest lighters out there. So next, let's get into a little close-up of all three, and let's see what you guys think. Also, hit the comments. What do you guys think? Which one's your favorite? Which lighter, if you could pick one, what's your favorite? Obviously, he's done lighters, and I'll throw his Instagram as well, like on the side right here, so you guys can check it out. And I'll toss it in the description of the video. But he does lighters and does different designs with so many different patterns and so many different just cool stuff. And I think that before I really saw his work, obviously, like, the designer world it's a cool world, don't get me wrong, it's expensive, high quality, items and stuff like that, but Itai was really the first to kind of take it and I guess put like some other style on it that I just think is really sick and just represents just something new, just something really fun. So I absolutely love having them, and the quality on them is crazy. So we'll talk about some of the stitching and some of the quality on them in this next clip. So let's get into this clip. What's going on, guys? So this is a close-up of the first lighter. So this is that Goyard lighter, and you see on the bottom it's just got that regular band. It doesn't have his name on it. So this lighter was made before everybody started jacking Itai's style, but the lighters are super sick. You see it's got the classic Goyard pattern right there. The stitching along the back, the quality is awesome. I've had this one for I think 3 years now, and it's just top notch. Has not started to flay or anything like that. So this is the Goyard one, super sick. It's a classic pattern, love it. And then the second one that I was able to get was this, which is the spaced out Louis Vuitton. And you can see right there on the bottom when he started adding his name to the bottom of the cases, because so many people were biting and so many people were just trying to jack it. So you got a real one, obviously, if the name's on the bottom. And again, my favorite, if you've never held one, it adds a substantial amount of weight to the lighters. Super sick. So let's see if we can take that in a little bit more. And you can see the pattern, you can see the quality just of the Louis Vuitton work itself, I should say, of the material, and it's just badass. So my third one is this Gucci Mickey Mouse lighter. Absolutely love this one. So much fun, just a classic character, you know what I mean? Mickey Mouse, who didn't grow up watching Mickey Mouse. So when I'm sitting downstairs in my living room and smoking joints and just hanging out, got some dope lighter options to pick from. So we got the 1, the 2, and the 3. And again, just the stitching and the quality, super sick. I absolutely love them. So let me know in the comments, which one is your favorite? What? If you could pick one, would you pick the Louis Vuitton? Would you pick the Gucci? Would you pick this Goyard? What do you guys think? Have you ever heard of Itai's work before? hit those comments, trying to talk about art, trying to start a conversation with everybody. Love it. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for checking out another episode of the THC Samuel Show. Today we went over kind of some more like fashion, kind of some new style pieces that kind of we haven't gone over on the show. So some stuff that I don't normally cover on the show, so to speak. So thank you guys for tuning in. We went over this Louis Vuitton crazy ass lighter, sick fucking lighter by Itai. One of the old school Goyard lighters by Itai. All three are by Itai. And then the super fun Mickey Mouse Gucci lighter by Itai. I think all three of them combined, I don't even know, to be honest. I'd have to look them up on like StockX, but my guess is probably around $800 for the three. Acquired them over time. A couple of them were gifts. So again, shout out to the homies. And they're just super, super fun. So if you have the chance to buy one, they sell out like that. They sell out super fast when he drops them. So if you have the chance to ever grab one, would definitely recommend it. Kind of changes your viewpoint on lighters a little bit, and it's just unique. When you roll up to a sesh or you're hanging out with your buddies and you've got this lighter. It's just a little bit of a unique piece. It's not your standard lighter. And I haven't lost one, knock on wood, thankfully. So you keep it in your pocket. You keep some self-awareness going, and you don't really lose it. It gives you an excuse to not lose your lighter. So super sick. The Gucci, the Louis. Oop, that was Goyard. The Louis. So all three super fun. Love having them. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Until next time, thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Peace.